Hey, so I'm starting a new series on Rust. I've been hearing a lot about Rust in my weekly emails that I get from Medium, and there's always a lot of comparison between Rust and Go. So I figured, why not go ahead and get familiar with it. So in this video, I'm just going to be installing Rust onto my laptop, and I will also be creating like a Hello World program just to test it out. So without further ado, let's get going with it. So I want to use Homebrew to install Rust, and I'm pretty sure it's just very simple. It's just brew and Rust. So I'll open up a project, and actually, let me just open up my terminal down here and CD to documents, and then where I have my repos at typically. So just come here, and then I'll make a directory called Rust just for now. All right, and then we'll CD into there. And this really isn't needed to, be able to start Rust or to install Rust, but I'm just getting there ahead of the game. So we'll paste that in there and wait for it to install Rust on my laptop. All right, so now it's done installing. It did take a few minutes, so just kind of expect that to take maybe some time unless you've already, installed Rust or have all the dependencies that it's requiring. But it did take maybe about a couple minutes or so to install, so you might want to, expect that. But yeah, so now let's just go ahead and navigate to that folder where I created that directory for Rust. So open that up, and now I'm just going to mosey on over and see what the documentation is for creating a Hello World in Rust. So Hello World Rust language. All right, so it looks like they have a Hello World example already on their website, which most language websites do. So we'll just go ahead and copy this and place it into my code. Let me see what the extension should be. I actually don't know what the extension would be. Okay, so it's going to be .rs for Rust. All right, so we'll create a new folder here, or a new file here, and we'll call it hello.rs, and just paste in that documentation there, or the code there. And then I'll come back to documentation, and then it looks like to be able to run it, you will use Rust C to compile. So run that. It looks like it's been compiled. Looks like an executable has been created. And then now we'll just use this command here, very similar to like a shell script, I guess, when you run it. So there you go. That's my first steps into getting into Rust. I'll continue to make more videos on Rust as I learn.